There are days when you just want to enjoy a quiet ride, park your bike in the garage, and not deal with HOA nonsense. But if you live anywhere near Karen, quiet doesn't exist. I own a Harley Davidson Road Glide, my pride and joy. I've restored it myself, put custom chrome on it, and ride it every weekend. It's not only worth a lot, it means a lot. And it's parked where else? In my garage on my land, which is outside HOA jurisdiction. I never signed a single paper with them. But Karen's son, a college-age brat who thinks revving his rusted-out Civic makes him a car guy, decided he needed my Harley for a party entrance. That's right, he didn't want to borrow it politely. He demanded it. I was in my suit that afternoon, headed downtown to brief the state attorney's office on a joint task force. As chief of police, this was part of my job, coordinating law enforcement for some major cases. I was reviewing notes in my driveway, helmet in hand, when Karen's son swaggered up. "Hey old man," he sneered, "I'm taking the Harley tonight. Don't give me that it's not yours crap. My mom says all community property is shared." I blinked at him. "Community property? This is my private motorcycle. You're not touching it." He stepped closer, like he was trying to intimidate me. "You don't understand. My girlfriend's expecting me to roll up in style. You either hand me the keys, or I'll tell mom."
Entrast me, shall el make you.
I laughed so hard I almost dropped my notes.
Go ahead. Tell mom.
10 minutes later, here came Karen herself, storming up my driveway, phone already in hand. "You are violating HOA rules. You can't refuse a neighbor's child reasonable use of community assets."
Karen, isa it's loli. This bike isn't yours. Or your son's. Or the HOA's. It's mine.
And right now I don't have time for this, I'm briefing the state attorney in 20 minutes.
She smirked and hit dial. Fine.
We'll let the police decide. I'm reporting you for theft of property and harassment. I nearly choked. Reporting me to my own department. Sure enough, 2 patrol officers rolled up. They recognized me immediately, saluted, and asked what was going on. Karen bolted toward them, screeching, "Arrest him. He stole that motorcycle from the HOA. My son needs it, and he's threatening us with it." The officers looked at me. I calmly flipped open my badge. "Gentlemen, I'm due in front of the state attorney in 15 minutes. This woman and her son attempted to claim ownership of my Harley. They've trespassed and are wasting police resources." You should have seen Karen's face when both officers turned on her. "Ma'am, this man is the chief of police," one officer said sternly. "Not only are you trespassing, but filing a false report against law enforcement is a crime." Karen stammered.
"And no. He can't be.
He's lying." I pulled out my ID, along with the briefing folder stamped with the state attorney's seal. "Still think I'm lying?" Her son muttered something about just wanting to borrow it, but by then the damage was done. The officers took their statements, issued Karen a citation for misuse of emergency services, and warned her son he was a hair away from facing attempted theft charges. As I rode off on my Harley, right past their stunned faces, I couldn't help but grin. By the time I finished briefing the state attorney, word had already spread through the station about the HOA president who tried to steal the chief's bike.
And the cherry on top?
A week later, the HOA board quietly issued a letter to all residents reminding them that my property is not under their control. Translation: Karen had been humiliated in front of her own board. Now, whenever I ride out on weekends, I sometimes catch her son watching from his driveway. He doesn't demand my Harley anymore. He just sulks, probably wishing he hadn't tried to pick a fight with the one man in town who could legally tow his whole life away. Karen learned the hard way, not every neighbor is just another pushover. Some of us enforce the law for